camera is a bit bad. Is it okay on your half?
Yeah, it's okay. I hope mine is all same.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine. I think yours is better than mine actually. But so what are you playing for me?
I will play Carcass's second etude.
Okay. Do you have a score, or should we just go by ear?
No, I don't have score.
Okay.
I I can I can take a picture, but it will not be
No,
the
no,
same.
it's fine. We'll try and work through it. I'm not sure if yeah, we'll try. All right. Maybe before you begin, any of you other guys, if you're playing later, if you have scores, it would be really awesome. Maybe I don't know if you can send it in the. I think you can send them in the chat. So if you can find them online or do something for me, it would be really really nice and made it a bit more easy for me. Yeah. Anyways, sorry Nadia, you can start. That's very nice. Well played, Nadia. All right.
Thank you.
Um, that's super cool. Just 1 second. Okay. So can you show me what fingering you're using in right hand?
Right hand, yeah, cool. Get me seen.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. So it's a standard one. Very nice. So how do you practice this when you practice the piece?
I practice this with metronome mostly, so that they're all in synchronized beat. Uh, and on some parts, I just go back a little because of the melody, and that's mostly how I practice it.
Okay. It's very nice. So right now you're playing at a really nice tempo, I think. I think in the future you can put the tempo up even more if you are able to. And I have some suggestions to how you could practice that to improve your how rhythmic it'll become and everything. Because there's different ways of practicing it. Obviously, the rhythmic and so on. Other things are you can do dotted notes, and this is done. If I can show you with really really prepared. So you prepare the fingers as soon as they're ready, right? So that's one of the exercises. And the other one is changing it around. So you see what I mean? Okay, so that's just a quick little tip for you. So anyways, the I would like a bit more music in the piece actually because you can do a lot with it, I think. So can you just go from the beginning again and I will stop you.
Of course.
All right, so stop right there. This is what I would call the first phrase, the first part of the piece. So I would like to for you to explain that more through the music. So start a bit more low maybe, and crescendo, I'm sorry, I haven't played this piece for maybe 7 years, so it's a bit rusty. But so go a bit crescendo and then a bit down after. Can you try that? And do it, try and exaggerate it for me so I can hear it. Nice. Same here. Yeah,
Same.
continue. So same here. Or whatever it says. So same there, go really forward to crescendo and decrescendo. Nice. So here, after you have this part, you should really round it off because that's the first little part of the piece. So you know, so also do a bit of a not a rubato, but try and get into the phrase. So start a bit slower in the beginning of this part and then speed up to your normal tempo, like. And then you're in the tempo. Crescendo. Okay. So here, I don't remember the notes how they are. 2 seconds. How is it? How is it?
Like this, then with this.
Yeah. Okay. Something like that, right? So if I'm playing the chords, it's easier to explain. So again. And then. And a lot of tension here. And then you have. You know? So try and do that with the real notes now. And back. And breathe. And again here, when you have the do again more of the getting into it. Sorry. You know, I'm exaggerating and doing it too much, but try and really make it more. Nice. Okay, so I'm sorry I'm stopping you so often, but we might as well go through every little thing, I think.
Yeah.
So you have this. I would do that instead, I think. So. I keep a piano. Or whatever. So read a big crescendo and slow down like you're reaching the top of a hill. Ba 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 ba. Okay. Take from good. And you aren't you supposed to repeat that last part, I believe, the second part? Oh, I can't hear you right now. There's something wrong with your microphone.
That microphone right now. It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's better. It's better.
My score, it says that I should play it. It doesn't have
Again.
a repetition or anything.
Oh, you shouldn't have a repetition.
No, I don't have it.
Oh, I thought you had. Okay, fine. So try and go from the beginning again with the changes we talked about. Generally, I think you should really think about phrasing. Obviously, it's really hard over microphone to explain and to hear as well how you play. Um, but really try and, for example, when you play piano, really play a lot of piano, and when you play forte, play like fortissimo the most you can. And this is a bit hard with the fingerings and everything. It's always arpeggiating, but still try and do it to your best extent, you know. So try and do that now, from the very beginning, and I won't stop you. Very nice. It's really really nice. It's hard to hear on the microphone really because it's going a bit out sometimes, so I can't hear you sometimes. But that's just how it is, you know. It's how Zoom works. Um, anyways, um, could you try and play it faster for me? Because I think you're playing under what you can play now. So I think you can play faster. Okay, that's very nice, Nadja. Obviously, that's easy for you. So I want to ask you, how does your right hand feel when you play like this? Is it very tense, or is it relaxed, or how does it feel?
Now I don't have nails, so it's a little bit harder.
Oh, why don't you have
Yeah,
nails?
yeah. Well, there I can try them, but it's very hard.
Uh,
But maybe if I have them, it will be easier.
do you use artificial nails or you don't use nails?
I use them. I now try to do my natural nails, but
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they're going out.
I know a lot of people who used artificial nails and they tried natural after, and it takes a long, like many, many months for the thickness to be normal again because there's a ruined. Um, Anyways, I think that's a good choice of yours to do natural nails. For me, artificial is like a final solution. I actually use it on my thumb. I have artificial. Anyways, what I notice when you play, and maybe it's because you have no nails, but and maybe it's the camera, but you look a bit like you're a bit cramped here in right hand, like. So I would. It seems like it hurts, but maybe it doesn't. So I would really focus on no. Try and play really slowly, and then have a try and not have like this angle on your fingers because this is not too healthy for the fingers. And maybe it doesn't. Maybe you don't have that, but it looks a little bit on the camera like you do. Okay, very nice. Okay, it sounds very very good. I'm noticing now that when you play this, the, the balance is not really it. I mean, it's good, but it could be better. I think it's a bit like you play. Uh, if you can hear what I mean, right? So really try and make like a chord image, and every these is just a part of the chord. It's a longer tone, like tremolo. Shouldn't sound like several tones, just like one long tone, right? So really, really easy, and I think maybe that'll also come with tempo. Um, if you speed it up, I think it will sound more fluent as well, and not so choppy. So maybe try slowly and really like super slow now, and really think about. It's especially the connection when you play A, M, I, that all notes are equally the same dynamic, same strength. So it should all sound the same dynamic. Try and do that. Okay, very nice. It sounds like your eye finger is the biggest problem, actually. Like it's a bit sharper than the other ones. Again, it's probably your nails, so it will be fixed in the future. There's not much you can do about it now, obviously. Um, I mean, it's a very short piece. I don't have so much more to say, actually. But can you try just for trying to practice with me and doing this rhythmic? Doing that exercise just for a few bars. Yeah, And so what I mean by this is also it's a exercise of preparation. So you when you play, you have everything planned in the beginning. So and when you play the A, the M is on instantly. So so that you're always really prepared. Nice. All right. So that's one of them. The second one is a bit harder. Oh, how is it? I think that's correct.
Okay.
Oh, you're adding one tone too much.
Oh, it's hard.
Uh, yeah, exactly. Nice, exactly. So I would go through the entire piece if I were you, but actually both methods, both techniques every day almost, because and do it with the metronome like you would normally, you know. So do those things and then do the normal, just and the normal one you can do both where you do without preparation and one where you prepare. And so on, you know? Um, and you can build that up in tempo, I think. The prepared one, actually. You can build that up in tempo and reach a higher tempo. Because I think optimally, the result should be something like that tempo, if you agree. Um, do you have any questions about the piece or anything?
No, I don't.
You don't. What else do you play at the moment?
Everything I played is by Karkasi.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, my professor just told me we're going to do the etudes by him, and that's why that's what I'm practicing
So you play all the
mostly.
etudes by Kakasi right now.
Not all, maybe six of them, all
Okay.
different numbers, not in the order, but yeah.
No, it's fine. So what other ones? What is your other favorite one right now?
one, the easy one, like
Ah, yeah.
yeah. Then he gave me the third. Uh, yeah.
That one actually, to talk a bit about that, is the same situation with you can practice this really with preparing everything. So what I do is I always have one finger on the string. So I play one tone, next finger is on. You see what I'm doing? And that's a really good exercise to get this control that you want, because when you play concerts and stuff like that, at least I get nervous, so I have to have control. So, and then when you play it faster, you don't have to think about it because you already practiced it. So, and so on, you know. And that one also focus on the melody. So what other ones?
The other one is number 7. That one.
And you can probably
Then,
imagine again practices with the dotted red we talked about.
yeah, yeah. Well, I was going to use that.
Yeah, yeah. Because that's
And
really healthy for this movement or for this etude.
also number 16 and
16.
19. And 19 is
Oh,
I
I
don't
don't
know
know this
them
one actually.
now.
I don't know this one. Interesting. Okay.
I like them. I like her the most
Yeah.
out of all of them.
Oh, you like that one the most? Really? Oh, do you want to play it for me?
Well, I got on Wednesday, so I don't think
Sorry, what?
I got it on Wednesday, so I don't know if I will play good enough.
I don't care. It's fine.
Okay, I will try my best.
And maybe if you have any, or actually, if you have any questions on any of these etudes, just go ahead and ask me. But, yeah. I see we have about 9 minutes left, so we can talk about whichever ones you would like to talk about.
The 19th one, because there are some parts I want to maybe play better. I think the melody is up on the first string, always on the first string, but I'm not sure, so I want to see if that's okay.
Okay, go ahead. Nice, it's very nice. I saw there's one place where you play or something like that, so you play on second string. But yeah, otherwise it sounds really nice. Maybe in this place you played, so you play on second string and then first. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, exactly. So this plays. Either you should change the fingering to play. Ah, maybe that's too difficult. Yeah, that's a stupid fingering. So what you should do is when you play the first string, you should dampen it with the A finger when you play the D. So you don't have the two notes at the same time because that's impossible. If you would sing it, you couldn't do that. So you want only one note at a time. You know? Can you try that?
So,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. It's
very
kind of
nice.
hard, but I can try.
It is difficult, but it's actually if you can manage, if you can learn how to do it, it'll actually help you a lot in the future as well. Because a thing I like to do a lot when I play scales and stuff like this is actually always having a finger rested somewhere. Usually it's the thumb with that rests somewhere, but also you can do it with a finger, you know. So the A finger is always on the string beneath. I do it in many pieces like here I have the A on all the time through. Except when I'm playing the first string, obviously. But it's very nice because it's kind of a resting point for your hands, so it's not all flapping around, you know? Uh, so is there any other questions with this piece? It sounds really good to me.
Thank you. No, I think I know everything what I will do with it, but
Okay, nice.
still on practice. I want to practice it more.
Yeah, well, it'll be fine. Cool. Well, thank you so much. You played really, really well. It was a nice joy to listen to you. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for
All
teaching
right,
me.
bye. So who is? I guess I guess we have to do a new, yeah, a new link. So I'll leave this one. See you in a second. Bye. Hello, Mia.
Hi,
So what are you playing?
Asturias.
Asturias?
Yes.
Oh, okay, nice. I don't need the score for that one. I know that by heart. Okay, when you're ready, go ahead. Nice, Mia. Very well played. Very well played. So let me ask you, maybe a bit personal question. Do you think this piece is hard?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, because it is, right? It is very hard. So what I would like you to do when you play a piece that you think is hard is you have to look like it's the easiest thing you've ever played while you play through it. Often, when I play difficult pieces as well, I start like looking super angry and stuff like that because it's hard, so you're focused. But I think with the body language, if you have a body language that is more relaxed and more leaned backwards, by the way, it sounded really amazing. It sounded really, really good. But when you lean back and have a more relaxed body language, and if you almost act like it's easy, then you can also fool the audience to think that it's very easy. Even though it's super difficult, then you can fool them to think, okay, it's easy. It's easy for her. And also a positive effect that it will give you is actually that it will be easier for yourself if you have the body language, because the brain and the body really communicates a lot without us knowing it. So if you relax your body, your brain will also be relaxed. Okay? If you tense your body, your brain will also be tense or be stressed. So that's a little comment before we start. That you could think a bit about. I would like to go from the back, actually, from the end of the piece, from this part. Because I think there was some problems with the rhythm, maybe. I think it's in 3, this part. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think, if I'm not wrong, I don't have the score in front of me, but I believe so. Yeah, very nice. And the connection between these chords. So if I just play the chords. So they have this connection between them. So I would like you to do that. You know, so it's loud and back. Try and do that. Yeah, and louder. And back. A bit. Can you do it a bit more, because it's hard to hear on the microphone? So can you do a bit more? Do it so much it sounds stupid, just for the exercise. Nice. Good. And then you have the... And this part, I think you do it Ponticello, right?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone does that, but I mean, it sounds good, so it's really, you know, why not? You know, so go ahead. And here on this chord, let the magic go, you know, just wait longer, wait longer. Nice. So, and don't wait too much here between, because you waited a very long time before that. I would, of course, this is my opinion. You don't have to do it if you don't like it. It's really up to you. But I would wait here, like I said, wait a long time, and then don't wait. And don't wait here. Or whatever version you play, you know. So try that. So again, here you wait, and then you don't wait anymore. Nice. 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 So this is kind of like a memory, right? It's a bit of a memory from the beginning. But don't wait here, because I think you wait a bit too long. You wait about 2 seconds. Just wait like 1 second, a half second, just to breathe, you know. You know? Nice, nice. Okay, so let's go to. So I noticed that you were using this fingering with second and third finger. Is that correct?
Yes.
Can you tell me why?
I don't know.
Because for me, at least for me, it's very difficult to have this perfect every time. It's a difficult fingering. So why don't you play like first and second? I don't know. For me, that's easier. You can think about that. It depends. Maybe third and fourth is easier for you, or second and third. But it's really up to you. Now, when you play this part, I noticed you had. I'm exaggerating. It didn't sound like that, but the glissandos are a bit long, I think. So I would wait longer on the note before you shift. So if I can show it to you, like. So make the glissandi way faster and just stay longer on the note. If you understand. Yeah. Nice.
Like that?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And then now make it really melodic instead. Singing. Nice. Nice. And now, last thing. I would, you can consider this because there's a lot of this noise, you know? So I would consider to lift the bass when you play. See? And still keep the melody line on. So you still have glissandi and that stuff.
The strings are new, so
Yeah, exactly. But that just makes it worse, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that would be a good idea then to lift them off when they're new. You know, lift the fingers off. Nice. And stay a little bit. So you stay a bit on this. You play a bit too fast, I think. So just give yourself time and breathe. Relax a lot. Nice, very nice. What do you imagine when you play this part of the piece?
I don't know.
I have this funny idea of an oasis actually. You know, in the desert, there's nothing around except this one place with water and a little city maybe or something like that. That's exactly what I imagine this. It's like it's a very lonely place, but there is some stuff going on with water and some plants, you know. So it needs to be very peaceful as well, you know. Anyways, you can move on to or whatever it says there, if you want. Okay, so this part, I see this as maybe a bit entertaining actually, so how is it? You know, so I would go a bit Ponticello. I don't know why my camera is so slow. It's really annoying. But go a bit Ponticello. And then back. And then you have temperament. You know? So this part just very characteristic and Ponticello and funny. Yeah, and more, you know, temper. You know, it's very masculine here. So this part here, this is probably the hardest part in the entire piece, and I never learned to play it because it was too hard. But I think people stress too much about this part because this is probably the most sweet part almost in the entire piece, you know. At least in my opinion. You know? So just slow down in this part and enjoy it a lot, you know. Make sure it's really beautiful and enjoyable. Even though it's difficult. Wait. Wait on the chord. Yeah, exactly. And then you'd stake from the beginning again. So in the beginning, when you first played through, we don't have so much time actually, only a couple of minutes. But I noticed when you first played through it, you started slowly and then you went up in speed. Is that correct? Or is that on purpose or?
Yeah, I do that always.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a bad thing actually. I always, when I played the piece, I did the same, you know, just start slow. And then go on in the tempo. So I think that's fine. However, in this repetition, when you come from, I think it's very nice to out of nowhere just have, you know, and then start doing crescendo. You know, so start here, very, very, so as quiet as you can do, and just super rhythmical. So can you do the last chords? It's very nice, Mia. Okay, so can I ask you what fingering do you use in right hand in this part?
Um, PIM.
Okay, can I suggest one thing to you? In my opinion,
Yes.
it's stupid to use both I and M, actually, because I find that for me at least, it's easier just to use P and M or P and I. Just use two fingers. I think actually that's much easier because if you use two different fingers, it's a different sound and it's sometimes unrhythmical and stuff like that. So maybe you can try that out when you practice it, or you can try it now even if you want. Yeah. So actually now the sound is more even, at least with the second string. Always it's always the same sound because it's the same finger. So it's very nice. We have to stop now, but do you have any questions?
No.
No? I'm sorry we didn't go through the fast part. That's usually the hardest, but you know that part is mainly just about practicing the technique and doing it slowly, I think, and then it'll get there eventually. But it sounds really great, Mia, and thank you so much for playing. It's been amazing. So yeah, thanks. I'm gonna leave this meeting now and press the next link. Bye.
Bye.
So what are you playing?
I'll play on Andant Curante Backstreet 995.
Very nice, cool. Okay. So yeah. Oh, we have to wait a second. So how long
Okay.
do you play the entire suite?
I play entire suite, but I'm reading other parts of suite, and these are the new ones that I read.
Okay, nice. Okay, so we can start now. Just go ahead.
Okay.
It's very nice, Marco. Very well played. Let me just wait a second. I have to check if I think I maybe have the score, so I just have to check in 2 minutes.
Okay.
All right. So what suite is it?
995.
995. Okay. So let's see. 998, 996.
And maybe I should play to you prelude of this suite.
If you want, if we get to it. Here we go. Okay, so have you studied the original score for this?
I don't know. I don't. I have a. How
Okay,
should I say it?
they are actually
I don't have original.
they're available online for free, so you can actually find them many places. So I think you should look at them because there's a lot of changes when you transcribe into guitar, obviously. But anyway, so you played the Alamand and the Courant, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. So, so this is two different dances, right? And I think you have to really think about how you have the pulse in these dances because mainly they were supposed to be dances. Obviously nowadays it's not a dance anymore because people don't dance to it, but this is how it's written. So we have the Alamand. So you have to have this feeling with the Alamand that the beat is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. That's how you have to think about it. So especially on the first beat, always aim towards the first beat. You know, like that.
Okay.
Another thing, you have the dotted notes. Da, 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 da. In this Alamand, I would do them a lot more. So you played a bit like da, 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 dee. I would do you know, faster like this. Okay?
Yes, but this is fresh to me, and I played it with metronome beats, and
It's
because of
totally
that,
fine. It's totally fine. Now I'm just telling you how I would do it. You also don't have to do it. But can you try from the beginning and just no, almost. It's better. But so what I'm thinking, it should still actually you can even do this with metronome. It's quite funny. You can still do it with metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's still metronomic, but the dotted notes, the first note is longer and then shorter. So ba, da, 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 dee. You understand?
yes.
This will make the movement a lot lighter and easier, you know? So
Okay.
try. Nice. And here, I would add a slur. I would slur. So slur there, I think. Yeah, exactly. Nice. Again, so these things in between the bars, it sounds, you played really well technically and everything, so it sounds really good. But these things between, they're just ornaments and just little things. All the things in between, don't make them loud or anything, just like they're super, like they're almost not there. If you actually, let's try one thing real quick, Marco. Let's try, you just play now the movement from the beginning without the ornaments. Just only the melody. Exactly, yeah. So you see, it's very simple actually, this
Yeah.
music. All these things are things that you can remove or add all the ornaments, but they're not the important parts. So when we come to here, oh, sorry. It shouldn't be important, you know. So try
Okay,
from
I
there.
understand.
Beautiful, beautiful. Again here. Sorry, I spoke Danish. Then, so this is very nice. What you do here is actually very nice, but you did it outside the pulse. So you have to do it still. It's very nice to do this rubato. You have to hit on the first beat on the next bar, right on the first beat, and not before or after. It's very important. So okay, so what you would do is if you speed up, you have to slow down again. So in order to, if you take time, you have to give time in the other end. So you do. I'm gonna exaggerate now so you can understand. This is not how you play at all. Don't worry. So you do. Exaggerated, of course.
Yeah.
What I would like is slow down in the end. 2. So you're still on the beat.
Okay.
Beautiful. Relax here. Relax. You're playing this a bit too fast. And this, wait a second. You would never do. That would never happen. So make it long.
Okay.
Beautiful. Again here. The dotted note longer. No. Be careful. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
I can hear body. Yeah, good. Again here. Wait here. You played it too fast. Very nice. So Marco, these two parts should be repeated, and I think a lot of times this is very boring when you have to repeat such a long part and you have to repeat both of them, right? So what I
Yes.
do and what many people do when they play this is the first time they play it, you know, as I talked about, all the ornaments are optional and they're up to the player what ornaments they want to add. And you don't have to play the ornaments in the scores. You can play your own sort of ornaments as long as they're stylistically correct, obviously. But you don't have to play them. So what actually people would do often is first time just present the simplest part of the score. Just boil it down to simplicity. So only without ornaments. And then second time, you can do it magically because my score says a few ornaments, but I think you can do way more. You can and so on, you know. So add just as many ornaments as you want.
Yes, we can make the
And then the
piece
two
a lot
different,
more easy.
yeah, and then the two different versions, then you can repeat, and it sounds beautiful. It sounds like two different parts when you do this. And I've heard a lot of concerts where people do this and they play simple first time and second time with ornaments. And when they play with ornaments, you're like, whoa, you know, it's magical. It's really cool.
Yes,
So
not just
continue,
repeat.
yeah. So continue with the second part now. And here, so I think you should be really think about this when you play the dotted notes, also how the accents are, because it's a bit. I'm exaggerating, it's not that much, but it has to be the other way around. You know, so really articulate or accentuate the first beat more, or the beats more. You know. This one, if you can do. So yeah. So it's one D I L. Yeah. And here I see an obvious thing. make it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And make it go all the way onto the G, you know. Exactly, beautiful. Nice. Cool. So same story goes for this part, that you first time would play without ornaments, second time with ornaments, and add as many as you want. Okay,
Okay.
let's go to the Courant. Nice. So this one is obviously with a bit more energy, but still think about having it really elegant. And so on. I didn't play this before, so it's new to me. But you know, I have it more, but focusing on actually first and third beat. You know, so always shum ba da da ba dee ya ba da ba dum ba da dee ja ba dum, like this. Try
Okay.
that. Have this feeling of da 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 shum ba dum bum bum. Have this feeling all the way through. And be careful with the ornaments. They should still not be, but okay. And maybe here you can do, you know, so articulate them and make them shorter. Again, it's an 8 note. No, 8 notes. has to be rhythmic. Da gam ba da ba da ba. Because think of these ornaments, you would play them completely rhythmic in these times. So because there's no line through, so it's completely rhythmic. Okay. Nice, beautiful. And here, be careful. Be careful here, Marco. Because you did a bit of glissando, and that's too. I don't like that too much. So you can just play them staccato. Very easy.
Okay.
Nice. Beautiful. So that's very nice. Beautiful first half of the piece. Again, as we said before, I think you should repeat them with and without ornaments. Right?
Okay.
Okay, go to the second half. We have a few minutes left only, so we can quickly.
Okay.
So here, I'm a bit unclear on what you're doing rhythmically, so I think you should really think about the rhythm. So, you know, because there's some hard rhythms, so there especially. Bum, bum, ba, da, 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 that one I was especially confused. So make this dotted note really dotted and rhythmic.
Okay.
Here, Marco. If you can practice this, it's really cool. You can say. So keep it on
Yes,
while
but
you play the bass. So you still have the press the note in with the bottom of the finger like this. Can you
yes,
try
but
that slowly?
that's a little hard thing to do right now.
I know, but you can practice. I'm sure you can learn that.
Okay. What do you mean?
So what I do, you put a bar in 7th fret,
Okay.
and then you play the slur with 2nd finger, and then try and lift the top of the finger. And then you can play the bass. So
Okay.
that way you can have. This is really cool if you can practice this, because then you can have.
Oh yes.
While you know, I can't do it too well either, but I think it's
Yes.
really cool, right?
That sounds really good.
Yeah, so you can try and practice that.
Of
I
course.
think that's a cool solution. Okay, go on.
Can we do the same thing here?
Exactly, that was just about to say. And this one is easier.
Yes, a lot easier.
Yeah. How is the rhythm here? I'm confused. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, you played really well, Marco. So congratulations. It's a pleasure to listen
Thank you.
to. I think you did really well. Think about the ornaments and think about how you play them. And think about the dotted notes to make them more dotted and more rhythmic, so they're not too
Okay.
lazy. And try this slur thing. It's really funny.
Yes,
It's a
of
really
course I will.
fun trick to learn. Cool. So yeah, thank you so much, and
Thank
it
you a
was a
lot.
pleasure. Bye.
And I hope I'll play well.
Oh, no worries. I'm not judging. I'm not an angry teacher, so I will just enjoy it either way. I think we have to wait until we begin
Okay.
a bit. I'm not sure. Should we wait, Dalibor? Okay, we'll wait a couple of minutes until we're ready.
Okay.
So how old are you?
I'm 17.
17. How long did you play?
I think about professional 3 years, I think.
Oh,
But I'll
nice.
play guitar 10 years. Electric guitars, jazz music, blues music,
Oh,
and
I see.
classical guitar only.
That's nice. It's very nice.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. See if I remember this prelude. I never played it before, so it'll be interesting. It's probably be okay.
It's fast.
At least you'll play it better than me, so that's always a good thing. I'm gonna be learning it right now. Maybe I have it on my computer.
Man will learn while he is alive.
Yeah. Let's see. No, I don't have it, I think. Oh, we can start now. So that's cool. Yeah, you can just go ahead. It was prelude number 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just 1 minute. No, I don't have it. Okay, never mind. Just begin.
Okay.
Sounds very nice, book. It's very, very good. Your internet connection is really horrible. I have to say, I'm sorry.
I know.
It's really so. I can really tell that you are an incredible guitarist, and you play really, really well. And it technically was really good. I felt like, but it's really hard to hear and see with the camera. But we can try and work with a little bit of things if it's possible. But this is gonna be hard for me. I'll just say already now. I will do my best. So I never played this piece and don't know it so well. But a main thing with Rodrigo that he does a lot that I can tell you about is that Rodrigo really likes. First of all, he likes small seconds, if you know what that is, or actually
Small?
big seconds. A second is, this interval of two notes that's very close together, like.
I know. I know.
Okay, cool. Okay,
Like this.
so exactly, and he uses this all the way through the piece and many of his pieces, right? So that's one interesting thing. Another thing with this music, you have to make it into become alive, and I don't know if you do it already, but I think the piece could use some more sound changes, some more sharpness and some more soft parts. And I noticed you did it a lot of places, but maybe we can find some more places to do it. Can you start over, and then I can stop you? I don't know the piece too well, so it's hard. But start over.
Yeah.
Okay, so the beginning, I never played this, so I'll just play from ear what I can hear you play. It might be wrong, but you play like, and I would think that these basses, I would do that down here actually. Badala, 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 bum.
Yeah, I understand. Like flamencos or something.
Exactly, exactly. And do you do them with two fingers or with the thumb?
Yeah.
How do you play those? Do you play them with the thumb only, or
With feet and
can you try? Can you try and play it with the
this.
thumb? So like this. Only with the thumb. Yeah. That's really cool. So now you have two contrasts. And so on, I really like that actually. So try that again and move on.
Yeah.
Okay, so this place, or whatever it is, it's really nice that you end with sultasto. But you can do maybe, sorry. Possibly.
Yeah.
So normal, ponticello, and sultasto. Yeah. Okay. Uh, I don't know how it sounds, but um, can you try and go a bit back again for me? Just
What?
after, I don't know, someplace in the piece before, like 4 bars before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that part actually I think is sort of the end of that section of the piece almost. So you can relax a bit more. Make it more quiet, make it decrescendo more quiet, and then a bit more intense with quiet, or whatever it says. So go down and a bit more
Yeah.
intensity after that. And you have two melodies here which are imitating each other. So uh, you can again make that bass a bit more crispy, down here.
Yeah.
Nice. Go on.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop you again here. This sounds really good. I mean, I don't really have anything to say. Remember, it's important that you remember all these things that I'm saying might be completely BS, and you might just want to throw it out afterwards. So it's really up to you. But this part, when you have the melody and the bass, at some point you get up to the third string and play. And do you play that with the thumb?
This.
No.
I play
When you
with
have this, you have the
with
melody
M.
in the bass.
Yeah,
Can you play again?
yeah.
I will stop you. I will stop you.
Okay.
Yeah, right there. Right. So, and then when you go to third string and play, when you practice this, make sure that the sound of the third string is better, to say it roughly, because the bass has a very special sound and a very unique sound. And when you go to third string, it's really, really obvious that you're all of a sudden on a different string, right? So I would try and practice so that the sound becomes more equal to the thumb. And you can do that by maybe playing the bass a bit more soft before you play the third string. So like this, instead of, then there's a big difference, but do it soft. Then it's a bit more closer to each other, And do you play this with the P finger?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe also think about the sound of your finger when you play the G string, because it sounds a bit too different, So really focus on the sound there.
Okay.
Try. Very nice. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back. Now it's the same as the beginning, obviously. So the same things apply. But I just noticed one thing, and you have to tell me if it's the microphone or not. But it sounds a bit like your slurs are a bit, you know, a bit unrhythmic.
Yeah. I know,
Yeah.
I know.
So really practice. It's also difficult, you know, but really do these exercises to try and make it as rhythmical, because it's so important with this music. It's really rhythmic and super straight. So you have this super rhythmic feeling. So, and then become a bit like that, you know. I'm exaggerating. It doesn't sound like that, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, so can you try again and make it really, really from where you played, and make it really rhythmic at the best you can right now. You obviously have to practice a little bit, but can you try slowly for me?
what?
Can you try it a bit slowly for me, please?
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Nice. Okay, very nice. So I can even hear in this slow tempo that you're actually stressing a little bit, just a tiny bit. You're stressing and playing a bit faster. So really, I mean, practices with a metronome in this tempo, because when you go up here and play whatever you do, you start playing faster because it gets harder. It's a natural reaction for everyone, right? So really keep it super straight, super tight.
All right.
Try again. Okay, so these actually, I see you play. You play them all of the notes, right? With the right hand. I would do slurs. Or something like that, because it reminds more of the bass, you know, this melody, da 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 da. So I would play them with slurs. Or maybe that's something you can consider, if that would sound good. Can you try it with slurs? So I'm talking the first, like this. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So you have to change your fingering if you want to do this, obviously. But maybe it would be nice, I think. It's up to you. But yeah, so try that and continue.
It's hard to me to.
A little trick you can do, Book, actually. Maybe you can keep your same fingering, because let me show you something. You can do... Yeah, just hammer on. Then it's still a slur, actually. Yeah. Nice.
Then when continue.
Yeah, continue. I mean, you do the scale fantastically. It's really well practiced. You do it really well. But I feel it's a bit the same. Can you make a bit of a phrasing out of it, or a bit of more music in it? You know, a bit of more crescendo and decrescendo and whatever you
Yeah.
want. Because right now, to me, maybe it's the microphone. I really can't tell. But to me, it just feels like it's the same dynamics all the way through.
It is because I didn't practice that way because
Ah,
I just practiced the technique and it's too fast for me now
yeah.
and let's practice
Well,
that. But
Vuk,
I
now
can
you can
try.
play. You played perfectly technically right now, Vuk. So honestly, that's no problem of yours. Now the problem is to make it musically. So try that now. I don't care if you play a mistake or
Yeah,
two. Really, the music is always the most important thing.
yeah, of course. I'll try once again.
Nice. It's way better now, bravo. It's really good now. I like that you. I like you wait a bit on the top notes. I think that's really really nice. So continue doing that. That sounds really good.
Okay. To continue.
Yeah. Okay, very nice. I mean, this entire part sounded really beautiful. How do you play? This part, make it more melodic and more beautiful. Da, da, dee, dee, doo, 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 doo. You know, it's so beautiful. So really make it. Very beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice. I mean, it's really good. So the things I told you are just suggestions. Um, think about. I think from this masterclass, you can take from you know, try really and think, because now you can play it technically perfect. So really think about what you can do with the phrasing now and how to make it beautiful. How you can really, you know, some parts are really lyrical and really singing, and I think you really have to work on making them singing and beautiful, because there's a lot of aggressive points, and it's a great contrast to have these singing parts and these beautiful, lyrical parts to the piece. So really bring them out and make them magical, I think that's super important.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a really great play. You do it amazingly. So, do you have any questions?
No, thank you, really.
Okay. No, thank you a lot. So I think that's it. So thank you, Vuk and Mia, Nadia and Marco. You guys play really great. It's been a lot of fun. Really, you do great, all of you. So yeah, thank you so much. I hope to see all of you some point in a festival or something. Would be nice to hear you guys live. But
Thank you.
thank you so much, and have a good evening.
You too.
Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you a lot.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.